If you're thinking about moving to Woodstock, Georgia, there are a few neighborhoods that you absolutely need to know about first. Woodstock has become one of the most popular places to live in North Metro Atlanta, but where should you start looking? In this video, we're going to break down 5 Woodstock neighborhoods that give you a real look at the options here, from attainable entry points to some of the most sought after communities in Cherokee County. I'll walk you through what makes each one of them unique, what lifestyle feels like, and who each neighborhood is going to be for. My name is Joel. I'm a local realtor here in North Metro Atlanta, and this is what I do. I make videos to help people know what it's like to live in Metro Atlanta, and every day I help people just like you move to or in Georgia. Let's get into it. Let's start with the Towne Lake Hills neighborhood, because if you're trying to understand Woodstock, this area is a really great place to start. Towne Lake Hills sits right in the heart of the Towne Lake corridor and is made up of multiple sections. Towne Lake Hills North, Towne Lake Hills South, East, West. Each of them has its own feel and its own price point. So this is Towne Lake Parkway, and then this is Towne Lake Hills South. And then actually a good ways up the road here, the west side, that says west back there. And then literally right across the street, the east. And then this is where the clubhouse is right behind me. And then back across the street, up the road just a little bit, Towne Lake Hills North. This one has the guardhouse and the gate. Very fancy, all connected by Towne Lake Parkway. Location is a big reason why everyone loves Towne Lake Hills. You're right in the middle of that Towne Lake retail corridor, which is super quick access to grocery stores, restaurants, gyms, and just your daily errands. Downtown Woodstock is just minutes away. 575 is close if you're commuting, and nearby parks like Hobgood Park, Old Rope Mill Park are gonna make it easy to get outside. It's super practical, livable location. The biggest downside is the traffic congestion on Towne Lake Parkway. Be prepared to stop a lot. Generally speaking, Towne Lake Hills South is the most affordable section with smaller homes and easier entry points, while Towne Lake Hills North tends to be the most high-end, larger homes, golf course frontage, and higher price tags. East and West are gonna fall somewhere in between with a mix of home sizes, lot layouts, price points. It's a really good range that makes it easy to find a pocket that's gonna fit what you're looking for without having to leave that neighborhood entirely. Most of the homes were built in the 90s with a mix of traditional 2-story ranch-style homes, a lot of which have been updated over time, as well as some that have never been touched since they were built. Lots are pretty generous by today's standards. I would say anywhere from, a quarter to maybe 3/4 of an acre. Prices typically range from the mid-400s in the southern section, 600 to 800 in the east and west, and then the homes in the north are gonna start in the 8s and then gonna push well past $1 million. One of the biggest draws of Towne Lake Hills is gonna be the golf course setting. The community is built around Towne Lake Hills Golf Club. The golf club is private, so you don't have to be a part of that if you're not interested, but the regular HOA does have swim, tennis, and a gym. They also have an awesome tavern that's a great lunch or evening spot. Then on the school side, Towne Lake Hills is going to feed into Bascom Elementary, E.T. Booth Middle, and Etowah High School, all getting an A or an A- on niche.com and a 7 or an 8 out of 10 on greatschools.org. Okay, so who is this for? Towne Lake Hills is ideal for anyone who wants the choice and the flexibility of the different sections, different price points, and a central Woodstock location. It's not flashy or brand new, but it's approachable, it's established, and one of the easiest ways to get comfortable with Woodstock as a whole. Next up is the Woodlands, which is one of the most recognizable and established neighborhoods in really all of Woodstock. Location-wise, the Woodlands sits on the southeast side of Woodstock. That's going to be just off of Highway 92. It's going to give you easy access to downtown, 575, and also super convenient if you're going to head towards Roswell, East Cobb, Alpharetta. It's a nice alternative for people who like Woodstock but want quicker access to more of the east side of Metro Atlanta. The Woodlands is a large master plan community made up of several smaller sections, but overall has a very consistent feel. Most homes were built from the late 90s to the early 2000s. You're going to find mostly the traditional two-story homes with some finished basements plus a handful of ranch-style plans. Lot sizes are not tiny, but they're also not the biggest, usually between 0.2 and 0.4 acres, I would say. Pricing in the Woodlands typically starts around the mid 400s. Most homes are going to be landing in the 500s, and then larger homes, more updated, pushing into the low to mid 600s. Compared to some newer communities, buyers tend to feel like they get a lot more house and a lot more neighborhood for the money here, which is a big reason it stays in demand year after year. Amenities are one of the Woodlands' biggest strengths. You've got the large clubhouse, the slide pools, tennis courts, the pickleball courts, the playgrounds, miles of internal sidewalks. It's one of those neighborhoods where you can realistically spend most of your free time without ever leaving the community. Now that said, it's also big. So depending on where you live inside the Woodlands, you might be closer to the amenities than some others. On the school side, the Woodlands is going to feed into Little River Elementary School, Mill Creek Middle, and River Ridge High School, which all consistently are going to get A ratings on niche.com, 7 to 8 out of 10 on gradeschools.org. Okay, so who's the Woodlands for? Woodlands is ideal for any buyer who wants the great amenities, the sidewalks, the true neighborhood feel, but don't necessarily want new construction or maybe the price tag that comes with that. It's established, it's active, it's one of the safest bets in Woodstock if you're looking for that long-term value in the livability. Next up is Bradshaw Farm, which is one of the largest and most well-known master plan communities in the Woodstock area. This is the kind of neighborhood that people are going to recognize by name. Bradshaw Farm has scale, amenities, and variety that you don't find in many other places of Woodstock. Location-wise, Bradshaw Farm sits just northeast of downtown Woodstock in what's known as the Hickory Flat area, kind of South Canton, North Woodstock thing. This area has been blowing up recently with new developments, Starbucks, shopping centers. A lot of people are worried about the infrastructure keeping up with all of the development, while others are excited to see all the new conveniences that are being built around them. That Popeyes is new, that Whataburger's new, that Starbucks is brand new. This neighborhood was built in the past 5 years. That neighborhood was built in the past 2 years. The neighborhood up the street was also built in the past 5 years. Right here is a huge construction project, the Hickory Flat Marketplace, centered around a One Life Fitness, but a Chicken Salad Chick, a Chipotle, all sorts of different shops are going up right across the street here. This is new, this is new, this is new, this is new, this is new. And if you come over here, all of this construction over here that they're doing on this corner over here, winding the lanes and whatnot, that's being constructed. Those are being constructed. Those are being constructed. Bradshaw Farm was built primarily from the mid-90s through the early 2000s, and actually it's very similar to the Woodlands, but everything is just bigger floor plans, closer to 4,000 or 5,000 square feet, acreage closer to a full acre, things like that. Pricing in Bradshaw Farm covers a wide range. Entry-level homes are going to start in the mid-500s on the very low end, but most homes are going to fall in the 700s to 800s. And then the larger homes, especially those on the golf course, or maybe they have a ton of updates, can push into the 900s and the 1 million plus range. Everyone loves the amenities here. The community includes the pools, the tennis courts, the pickleball playgrounds, the large clubhouse, and the Bradshaw Farm Golf Club, which is a private 27-hole golf course. You don't have to join the golf club to live here, but having it being built into the neighborhood adds to that overall lifestyle and keeps a lot of the open green space throughout the community. On the school side, Bradshaw Farm feeds into Hickory Flat Elementary, Dean Rusk Middle, and Sequoia High School. It's a really strong cluster in Cherokee County. Hickory Flat has an A on niche.com, 7 out of 10 on gradeschools.org. Dean Rusk Middle gets an A on niche.com, 7 out of 10 on gradeschools.org. And then Sequoia High School is going to come in with an A- on niche.com and an 8 out of 10 on gradeschools.org. At least the last time I checked, sometimes the stats get up there and They're just a little bit different. So who is this for? Bradshaw Farm is a great fit for buyers who want a true master plan neighborhood, golf course and all. It's bigger, busier, and more active than some of the other parts of Woodstock. But for a lot of people, that's exactly what makes them feel like home. Quick pause in the action to say, if you are thinking about making a move to Woodstock or really anywhere in Metro Atlanta, there are a few easy ways that you can take the next step. You can reach out to me directly at the contact info on the screen. You can fill out our Connect form, or you can grab our free relocation guide. If you're still in the early research phase, use any way that feels best. Go a little bit wider here. Next up is Brookshire, which is one of the more affordable options in Woodstock while still being in a really convenient, fast-growing part of town. Brookshire sits in the Ridgewalk area right along the Woodstock-Canton line, and this is a location that has changed a lot over the years. The location here is great. You're seconds from 575. Costco is right down the road. The outlet shops are right down the road, as well as all of the restaurants that come with that. You're also right near Old Ropeville Park, which is a big plus if you like the trails, the mountain biking, or being outside without driving too far. It's a very get in, get out location. Everything you need is close, and you're not having to be stuck in that Towne Lake Parkway traffic every day. Okay, so here's Costco, and then right across the street, the outlet mall, right there. And this is Ridgewalk Parkway here. And then if you just go 2 more lights, this road right here becomes the entrance to Brookshire. So you're talking about the outlet malls, 575 exit is right there, and Costco within like, I don't know, a 2-minute drive. Like most of Woodstock, the homes in Brookshire were built in the early 2000s, and you'll find mostly that traditional 2-story home with a few ranch-style options that are mixed in. These aren't oversized homes. Your main 2 living levels are gonna be somewhere between 1,700 and 2,200 square feet. Pricing here generally runs from the high 300s into the low 500s, depending on the size and the updates, which is going to make Brookshire one of the more attainable ways to get into Woodstock without jumping straight into the 5 and the 600s. Amenities here are on the more modest size compared to, the Woodlands or the Bradshaw Farms. Brookshire is going to offer your standard package, your pool, your clubhouse, your tennis courts, but this is less about the big amenities and more about the price, the location, and the convenience. On the school side, Brookshire feeds into Woodstock Elementary, Woodstock Middle, and Woodstock High School. This is a very well-established cluster in Cherokee County. All 3 schools are going to earn an A or an A- rating on niche.com and a 7 or an 8 out of 10 on greatschools.org. So who is this for? Brookshire is ideal for the buyer who wants a more attainable price point, quick access to the highway, and proximity to the shopping and the outdoor space. If you want to be in Woodstock without stretching your budget too much and you value convenience over luxury, this is a good neighborhood that definitely deserves a serious look. Last but not least is the downtown Woodstock area, which is filled with attached and detached homes right in the middle of the downtown area. We'll also include some walkable communities nearby like South on Main and Inwood. This is a completely different feel from everything else on this list, and it's the reason a lot of people fall in love with Woodstock in the first place. South on Main and Inwood are newer mixed style communities designed around the walkability, the golf cart living, and the low maintenance lifestyles. You're gonna find a mix of single family homes, townhomes, cottages, front porches, alley loaded garages, and streets that are gonna feel a little bit more intentionally designed for people to be out and about. Most homes were built from the mid 2010s and forward, so layouts are gonna be super modern, open kitchens, primary suites on the main in a lot of cases. Pricing here reflects the lifestyle, and it's all about the location, so expect to pay higher for the area. Townhomes and smaller homes generally are going to start in the low to mid 600s. Larger single family homes are going to push the 1 million and beyond mark, depending on the size and the proximity to downtown. You're not paying for a lot size here, and you're not going to get any lot size. You're paying for location and walkability. The biggest draw is obviously downtown Woodstock itself. You are steps or a short golf cart ride from the restaurants, the breweries, the amphitheater, the boutique shopping, the trails, the community events, concerts, farmers markets, festivals, casual weeknight dinners. They're just part of daily life around here. For schools, these are gonna be the same schools as the Brookshire neighborhood. So it's gonna be Woodstock, Woodstock, in Woodstock. Okay, so who is this for? The downtown Woodstock lifestyle is ideal for anyone who wants the walkability, the newer construction, and that active social scene. If you value experiences over yard size and want to feel connected to where you live, this is one of the best setups in all of Cherokee. Hey, if you've got questions or want help figuring out your next move, I've got a menu of ways that you can reach out. There's the contact info that you're gonna see on the screen right now. You can fill out our Connect form. You can check out our relocation guide. If you're just in research mode, then, stick around, watch some more videos. Use any method that feels best to you. Happy to chat anytime. I'll see you in the next one.